Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Rule by Seniors. I hope you're all doing well today. Today, we're talking about a developing international situation involving the United States and Iran that many people around the world are watching closely. Curious recently, tensions between the two countries have started to increase again, and this has raised an important question for many travelers and international students. Could rising tensions affect visas, travel, or immigration to the United States? Concerned, if you are planning to study, work, or travel to the US, this is something you should definitely understand. In this video, we'll explain what is actually happening, what experts are saying about the situation, and whether it could have any impact on visa processing or international travel. So make sure you watch this video until the end so you don't miss any important details. Over the past few days, several international reports have suggested that tensions between the United States and Iran have increased again. According to multiple sources, the U.S. government is closely monitoring the situation in the Middle East and discussing possible security measures. Some reports mention that the United States is considering strengthening its military presence in the region. This can include deploying additional forces or naval ships to maintain stability and security. Officials say the purpose of these actions is to prevent further escalation and to protect regional security interests. It's important to understand that tensions between the U.S. and Iran are not something new. For many years, the relationship between these two countries has experienced periods of political and military tension. Every time such a situation develops, governments around the world start paying close attention because geopolitical tensions can sometimes influence travel policies, diplomatic relations, and international cooperation. However, it is very important to clarify something here. At this moment, there are no official visa rule changes announced by the United States government related to this situation. Visa processing, immigration services, and international travel policies are currently operating as normal. But when international tensions rise, governments sometimes increase security checks or review travel policies more carefully. This doesn't necessarily mean visas will stop, but in some cases it can lead to slower processing or additional background verification. For example, embassies may take extra time reviewing visa applications, especially if they want to ensure all security procedures are properly followed. In some cases, visa interview appointments can take longer to schedule because of increased administrative processing. This does not mean applications will be rejected. It simply means that the process may require more time. Now let's talk about international students because many viewers of this channel are planning to study in the United States. If your student visa has already been approved, there is generally no reason to panic. Universities across the United States continue to welcome international students every year, and academic programs continue normally. Universities also communicate with international students if any official policy updates happen. However, if you are planning to apply for a student visa soon, it's important to make sure your documents are complete and accurate. Preparing well for your visa interview and following official embassy instructions is always the best approach. And before we continue, if you're interested in immigration updates, visa news, or international student information about the United States, make sure you subscribe to Rule by Seniors so you don't miss future updates. Many times, misinformation spreads quickly online during international events like this. Social media can sometimes create unnecessary fear or confusion for visa applicants. That's why it's always important to rely on official announcements and verified information. If you're planning to travel to the United States soon, it's also a good idea to stay updated with airline announcements and travel advisories. Sometimes flight schedules or travel routes can change depending on global conditions. But again, at this moment, there are no official travel bans or visa restrictions related to this situation. For immigration applicants, the most important advice is to stay prepared and stay informed. Keep your documents ready, follow the official immigration guidelines, and always check updates from trusted sources such as the U.S. Department of State or official embassy websites. Immigration policies usually do not change overnight. Any major changes are normally announced publicly before they take effect. This allows applicants, students, and travelers enough time to understand the new rules and prepare accordingly. Another important thing to remember is that global political tensions do not automatically mean immigration stops. Governments continue their normal operations, including visa processing and immigration services. However, sometimes additional security reviews or administrative checks can slow down the process slightly. That's why patience and preparation are always important during the immigration process. For students, travelers, and visa applicants, the best strategy is simple. Stay calm, stay informed, and always rely on verified information. Avoid believing rumors or unofficial reports circulating on social media. Official announcements always come from government agencies, and those are the updates that truly matter. So that's the latest update regarding the rising tension between the United States and Iran and the possible impact it may have on international travel, visas, and immigration processes. Right now, there are no official immigration rule changes, and visa processing continues normally. But staying informed about global developments is always important, especially if you're planning to study, work, or travel to the United States. If any official immigration updates or visa policy changes are announced in the future, we will make sure to share them with you here on Rule by Seniors, so you always stay informed. If you found this video helpful, please like the video, share it with others who might benefit from this information, and leave your questions in the comments below. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe to Rule by Seniors and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest immigration news, visa updates, and government announcements. Thank you for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.